everybody, this is Pam at the Paper Outpost. Hey, I've got some news for you. All right, right now, going on, there's a special going on from now until the end of August. So it starts actually July 31st and runs through the end of August, but it is 25% off my Digikits. That's right. So this there are over 200 to pick from. They're all themed image files, and they're the computer files. And there's 5 pages of images in each Digikit. So you have an excellent opportunity if you're interested in maybe doing crafter Christmas stuff starting now. We all know that Christmas starts in July if you are a crafter, because that's when we start making our things for the Christmas holidays. And also this might be a great time if you're going to do any themed journals, things like that. If you want to backstock and just have a few extra Digikits in your back pocket, right now you can get 25% off any or all of my Digikits. It also includes my signature pages. And you just go to my Etsy shop. You don't need a code. You don't need a coupon. It will automatically, the discount will automatically be applied at checkout, and you are all set to go. So if you pick some earlier in the month and buy them at the 25% off, and then you think you might want to get a few more by the time the end of the month comes around, you're good to go. So there you go. That is a special I'm running for July 31st to the last day of August. And then also right now I have the Digikits for August that are going to be available in my shop as of the launch of this video. In the first one, we're going to take a quick peek, and then we're going to take a page from one of these Digikits and actually make something out of it so you can get an idea of how to use these. Just an FYI on the Digikit special, the 25% off only applies to the computer files that you purchase and download. You can save and download them to your computer and then print them out at home. It does not apply to my print and mail service, where I print them out for you and hard copy mail them to you. So just kind of a distinction there. This is for the computer files, the printable downloads only. Okay, so the first Digikit for August of 2023 is the 1920s. So there's some beautiful imagery here of different 1920s pictures, all sorts of things coming from magazines and postcards and old books, and just a nice variety if you're going to do any flapper journals, any artwork. If you want stylized artwork from the 1920s, you're going to have some lovely things to pick from. Also some people pictures from people during that time, so you can see them in life events, things that were going on. And if you're a 1920s fan, I've got you covered. Okay, and the next one is got to have a bird one, and I love birds. So actually I have lovebirds, but this is the Bluebird of Happiness. That's the title of this Digikit, and I'm going to be using this page from the Bluebird of Happiness in a little project we're going to make today, a fun little project, maybe get you started on some Christmas making ideas. And these are the other pages. I'll put this one over here so I don't mix it up. From that one, there's some old illustrations and some photographs and some drawings, paintings, you name it, all sorts of beautiful imagery. If you want to do a bluebird stylized journal, or maybe you just want to do a botanical journal or a nature journal or a forest journal, but you'd like to incorporate some pretty bird images, this has some beautiful bird images. Okay. And that is Bluebird of Happiness. All right, put that there. And then we have, for our food lovers, Dessert Delights. And this is going to cover scrumptious, highly caloric yummies that are fun if you're doing any recipe journals. Maybe you're doing some pretty recipe cards for somebody. Maybe you want to make some little memorialized recipes from grandma or from yourself, and you want to use some pretty images to make those. That would be a nice gift-giving idea. And this has got you covered with all sorts of torts and cakes and just amazing confiture. I think it's called confectionaries. There we go. And just some beautiful, beautiful images. Things that are making me hungry just looking at them. Yes, I'm getting hungry right here. Okay. And there you go. And now we have a gorgeous one called Digikit called Lily Flowers. So this will incorporate traditional lilies such as the tiger lily and that, but also water lilies. So beautiful images from the world of lilies. If you are a lily fan, or if you like floral images, we are got some beautiful ones here. So there you go, a nice collection all together. Lots of different colors to work with. And lily or lily-like creatures. We do our best to stay on task. Sometimes we meander into a different something, but we think it looks like a lily. How about that? So very pretty. Sunshine is the final sayer of all these beautiful pictures. He puts his rubber stamp on them. This is postage stamps, etc. So things related to mail. Postage stamps. These are vintage postage stamps, antique postage stamps, mailbox. Here's an old mailbox. Here's some postage in the corner, receiving the mail. So things that are aligned with the concept of mail and postage. So this might be fun if you're doing, you know, letters to Santa, Christmas list, things like that, or travel journal, something like that, where you're maybe sending and mailing things, postcards, just honoring the mail. And we all use the mail service in some way, shape, or form, and everybody just thinking about that and incorporating that into a lovely junk journal with gorgeous pictures related to the mail, post office, postage, mailboxes, and things like that. Okay, so now we're going to move ahead and we're going to make something with this lovely Digikit. Okay, so now if I have everything organized, which I'm pretty organized today, so we should be okay. I'm going to just take this and I try and align these so they're easy to cut. And you can cut these with a guillotine cutter or scissors. I like to use the craft knife because it's quick and easy and generally painless unless you slip. But always use a sharp blade and keep your eye on the blade and you should be good to go. And I love working with bird images. I'm a big nature buff, and I can always thoroughly enjoy myself playing with pretty bird pictures. It's hard to go wrong with a birdie pic. And even if I'm not making a blue journal, sometimes having some blue birds or somehow blue related in it gives a nice anchor. It almost works like a grounding color. Let's say you're going to do maybe a neutral journal with splashes of blue throughout. Could do something like that. Oh, there, I just lost something off the end of my famous craft knife. Okay. So these are very easy to cut down. Hello, Sunshine. Sunshine has just entered the building. He must know that we're doing a video and he's going to have his big pup date, or possibly a public service announcement coming your way soon. Okay. All right. There we go. Okay, so we have them all cut. I've retracted my knife like a good little crafter. And I think what I'm going to do first of all, just have some fun with this one. I'm going to take a Fiskar paper edge fancy scissor and just do some cutting around this because I think it'll give it a nice stylized edge. Maybe I'll use this one. I really like this picture of this little bird with the blue in him sitting on just a gorgeous illustration from days gone by. And I love reawakening people to these old images because they're just too beautiful to forget about. I mean, they're really gorgeous. And I love the fact that new eyes look at old pictures and we get to appreciate again the prettiness of them. Okay, so we have this little guy and he's all set. Maybe we'll ink him and give him a little bit of impact. Got me old brown dubber. Me old brown dubber. And I've got, let's see, this is probably going to be walnut stain. I don't know if you can read that on there anymore. I'm going to wake that up a little bit with a spritz of water. And, okay. And this is a dark brown, so it gives a nice contrast. Almost like a burnt edge contrast. And it looks really pretty. I think I'm having this, maybe I'm going to make some cards out of these because, you know, we are getting closer. I know we're not that close to the Christmas time, but it is, if you're a crafter, Christmas starts in July because that's when we have time to start making things. So it takes us a while to make things, and maybe we have a large family and or for lots of friends, or we're going to do some giveaway gifts or something. I don't know, whatever you're doing. But you might want to start now just so you get some things done. And I really like this idea. So I think I'm going to take some cardstock, and this is 110 pound weight cardstock. It's a nice weight. I like it. And it feels like a greeting card. I'm going to go ahead and fold this in half. And then I'm going to use my bone folder to give it a nice sharp edge. And I'm just going to make some maybe very simple, very basic, but somewhat matching stylized cards so they could come together in a set. So you might actually go like this. I'm going to need a cutter. Okay, I'm just going to have to cut here then. Yes, just cut where you are, ma'am. Cut where you are. Okay, give you a nice little border. And these can be all different shapes and sizes, but cards are a nice addition to any junk journal inside because it gives the person, the recipient, something usable on the inside that they can actually take forward into their life and maybe send a pretty note or something like that to somebody in their world, maybe another crafter, or maybe their cousin Sally, or, or Aunt Beatrice, I mean, you can make your own Christmas cards, you can make your own birthday cards. That's really pretty. And maybe I want to put something behind that just to give it a little bit of impact. Feeling like I had a piece of this really cool paper, which my good friend has no idea that she inspired me so much. This is tissue paper. I know I get excited about tissue paper, but it came in a gift, and I just thought the paper was amazing. Okay, so maybe we can nestle that on there and place that. Oh, that looks really pretty. Okay, let's do that. Let's see. That might have to come off. So maybe I'll do a little hand tearing here so I get the right shape and size, approximately. It's not going to be perfect, but that's okay. Maybe I'll adhere this on here first and then go from there. So maybe, should we use Fabrifix today? Okay, let's do that. Are you flowing for me, Fabrifix? Yeah, sometimes you just have to get it going a little bit and then it'll come out. Okie dokie. There, she's flowing now. And just get your edges well, and then you could maybe do the big X in the middle, a couple swirlies, and you're rocking it. So I'm going to do this first, orient you here, and then I can kind of see where I want to place it on here. Not too close, not too far, just giving a nice little edge, a little pop. You could also use cheesecloth, you could use a piece of muslin fabric, you could use different kinds of papers, whatever you like. You can get creative and do a little collage behind it, peeking out behind it, but I think that's going to be really pretty. That looks nice. I think it needs to be, just lose these edges a tiny, teeny bit more. Okay. And so this is kind of a fun little project. If you haven't made cards before, there's a lot of really great videos on how to make cards, but I'm a very novice card maker, but I just enjoy the process of making a card every now and then. It doesn't have to be complicated. It could, but they often turn out just so beautiful, and they're very rewarding, and they're fast to make. And you can leave them blank inside, or you can go ahead and put a stamp on the inside, a rubber stamp, or a sentiment stamp, something like that. Some nice words, or just leave them blank note cards for somebody. You can add envelopes, or you can just give them the card and let them figure out the whole envelope process. Totally up to you. Now I think some pretty stickles on here would look nice. Maybe I'll grab some of that. And I think like a clear, sparkly, crystal-y kind of one would look really nice. If I can get my little greasy fingers on something like that. Let's see. Probably going to need a pin. Might as well grab the pin. Okay, I've got the pin. My stickles are very old, but they've lasted forever. So you buy a little bottle of stickles, and you're going to be good to go for quite a while. This has some, if you can see, iridescent bluey green. And the color on this is crystal. Crystal stickles, which is basically glitter glue, if anybody's wondering what stickles are. I'll just clear the deck there. Let's help it flow a little bit. Let's get you a little close and personal. You're farther away. Okay. Oh, there we go. You're super close now. Good. Totally taking apart my entire desk arm here. Hang on. Okay. Back her up, Sally. Okay, we're in. Okay. Nope. I'll put you like that so you can see. Okay, so I'm just going to do a little decorating on here. Are we flowing? We're flowing. Okay. Let's see. Maybe his little wing, the tail, maybe in the flowers. Just putting some sparkles here. I think adds a nice element to this card design. This is going to dry pretty clear. So I think it's just pretty to put little daubs here and there, giving everything a little bit of an accent. And what we're going to do is put that aside to dry, because you know what's going to happen? I'm going to muck it if I don't put it aside. Let me shrink you down a little bit, up a little bit. Okay, so there's our card. We could ink around the edge or leave it as is. Actually, I think it looks pretty as is. And maybe not going to do a sentiment or anything right now on the inside, just so that we have complete freedom with this card at some other time. I'm going to put it over here. Look at me putting it over there. That was pretty good. Okay, I have this piece, also from the 8.5 by 11 cardstock. And we have these little guys, and we could do fun things with them. Let's see, they're all pretty ones. Let's do this little guy. Maybe he'll come like this. We're going to make this card a little smaller. They don't all have to be the same size. They can be different sizes, and maybe you want different cards for different purposes. Like maybe this is a thank you card, or maybe a get well card, or birthday card, or something like that. Or maybe just something to put in some flowers that you give somebody. You just don't know, what your needs are going to be. But if you have things mass made ahead of time, and you can just grab and go, you're much more likely to grab and go in our daily lives. Okay, so let me actually pull out a blue distress ink. This is good old broken china. I probably have, I don't know how many different kinds of blues, but honestly, unless you're like a super, fancy, picky color aficionado, any blue will do, you know what I mean? So I'm gonna go around and give this some bluage on the edges, just to enhance the blue, kind of complementing the blue in the bird, and bringing out its natural blue inner nature. This blue bird of happiness. What is that? Is that it looks like maybe a scrub jay or a blue jay. Maybe it's I don't know what it is. I'm trying to pretend I know. I have no idea. It's a bluebird. Yeah, there you go. It looks like a jay, some sort. They have that. It has that jay look. Yeah. Okay, there we go. Very cute. And let's see what else we have here. I had something. Yeah. This was interesting. This little piece of oddity paper. This is a piece of tissue paper I again found lying on my desk. Didn't I cut? I thought I cut something smaller. Oh no, maybe I cut that out. I haven't cut anything yet. Get to work here, Pam. Okay. We're going to glue you down there. But maybe we want to do, oh no, let's do something completely different. We're not going to use this. It's not the right color. Cut green and burgundy. I have a different idea. Hold on. Maybe you have some twine. Or maybe you have these little twine pieces from packaging and things like that, where they were holding on little tags. But grab some twine of some sort. Let's see exactly where we want this. Let's make this a little smaller, this card. This card is a little bigger than we need it. Okay, let's go. Maybe here. That looks like a good card size. Card. Okay. There we go. Now, could just glue on that there and call it a day and be happy, but no, we're going to have a little more fun than that. Okay, so let's glue her down. All right. X. Couple circles. We should be good. All right. Put this down. Now to emphasize this little image a bit more, to make it pop, try and put it in the center. I try for center. That's not bad. That's pretty good, huh? I'm going to outline this card in some twine. And with the magic of Fabrifix glue, it should be pretty easy. I'll try and put it on the outside of the picture so that the color actually shows. That would be nice. That I inked, you know, that blue hue around the edge. Let's see if I can do that. I don't mind if it goes a little further than the actual picture. I think that might look kind of cool. So I'm going to lay down just a little bit. Oh, that kind of went off kilter. We'll see if we can hone that baby in. Okay, I'm just going to try and drag it down. And this Fabrifix is pretty strong glue. You can just put it down and it's down. You know, you're good. You're good to go. So let's do some here too. If I can draw a straight line. Come on, Pam. You can do it. Okay. There we go. We're good to go there. Put this little guy down here. All right. Down. Okay. And let's see if I'm going to do some, there's a different color twine. It's a blonder twine, and I'm just going to squish it in there. Let's see if I'm going to have to like spake measure this. I'll measure with it itself. How about that? And actually, it would actually look cool. No, I'm going to retract that statement, and I'm going to overcross. Yeah, that's what I'm going to do. I'm going to make it look like a cute little overcrossed picture frame. Probably need something the same length, so let me just cut two. It might be a little long. I just cut off a hair. Okay. All right. Okay. Same thing here, a little beyond, but then here, and a little beyond, and then here, here. Okay. All right, I might have to do a little trimming, yeah, but I didn't cut them short enough. Okay, there we go. Well, better to be a little long than a little short, right? That's right. Because you can always remove and get you down, trim you up. Okay, push you down and trim you up. Okay, so now this is kind of more of like a, I would call it like a little, almost like a country rustic feel to it. And this card opens as such. And I think we'll call that little guy day. Very easy to do. Not going to add any glitter on this guy. I think he's fine as he is. So we have two so far. Where are we? Yes, I think we can do maybe one more just for fun. And I need more cardstock. Oh, you're cute, you're cute, you're cute. Oh, yeah. You're cute and you're cute. Okay, well, you're kind of fun, but you're really, I like this little guy. He's got some blue in him, the parrot. So we will, we'll take you. And maybe I'm going to try for an oval. Don't know how it's going to go, but I'm going to try. Where are my fancy scissors of scissorness? So you could just do like the rectangle as is, but I'll just try and butcher this completely. Try and do an oval. That's probably not going to work, but we'll just, we have high hopes tonight. Yeah, there we go. There we go. Okay, ovalish. Ovalish. Okay, we're working a lot with the ishes. Okay, we have that. And we have this. We're going to ink you. Maybe we're going to double ink you. We are going to blue ink and then brown ink randomly to give you a bit of a different look. So sometimes it's just the way that where you ink and, you know, just placement, different odd, oh, that was a bit much, wasn't it? Okay, well, we're just going to take it in a little more all the way around because we seem to have started a trend here now. Have to roll with that baby. Okay, it kind of looks like burnt wood. I like that. Okay, so now, oh, I have this idea. Okay, so let's say we don't have anything else to play with but our daubers. Okay, that's where we're like, you know, it maybe like, I don't know, we're camping or something, or maybe we're staying up at Aunt Sally's and she's got squat for craft supplies. So we're working with what we have. I'm just going to make a small card here. This might be a card for a gift. Maybe we're giving Aunt Sally a gift because she was so kind to let us come up and stay in her hoarded house where she has no craft supplies, which doesn't make any sense because, you know, everything is a craft supply until proven otherwise. So she's got stuff, but she's not letting us play with anything of it. You know what I mean? You know, that aunt who won't let you touch anything. Yeah, this is who's here. Okay, so we're going to take our daubers and just have some dauber fun and see if we can do a little bit of backgrounding. I have no idea what I'm doing actually. I'm just trying to see how this is going to look on here. Yeah, that's going to look kind of cool. But I'm going to come in here with the blue. I think that's going to be kind of cool. Just maybe I'll just like keep going around. And blue. I don't even know why we need the pictures. I think this coloration is very pretty. What a fun way to make stuff. You know what I mean? You just never know what you're going to be making when you start making stuff. Just kind of nestle that on there. Maybe a little more blue in this corner. Okay. A little more blue in that corner. A little more blue there. Yeah, don't be shy to go out to the edges. Okay, it's all right. It's okay. That there. And then I think maybe just to give it that little extra little pop, maybe we'll nestle something right behind it to give it that little extra pop. Okay, hold on. Okay, here's a little piece of gauze. Maybe this will give us enough contrast in between the background and this lovely little bluish stylized parrot. Okay, let's get in here and take a wad of this. I'm not going to color this too much because I want it to be contrastive. I want it to contrast. Yes, there must be contrast. I'm going to fray it a little bit because I think that kind of looks cool. Just kind of muss it up on the edges a little bit so it's not too squaresy. You just want some like randomness to it. Okay, let's just try that. And let's put some, I think I can glue right through this gauze, so I'm just going to put a bunch of glue on the back of this picture. I'm going to lay that down. I'm going to glue this right on top. Oh, that's just so cute. There we go. So, and maybe we're going to ink around this, give it a little bit of sharpness to the edge. It looks kind of pretty. Okay. And there you go. You have a cute little card that you can put in whatever you like on the inside. And you could do more with this too. Maybe add a button or some stickles or splatters or things like that. But this is a great start. So let's take a quick look at our cards that we made. So we've got 3 different cards. That's kind of fun. Okay, let me make it a little small. Whoop, not too small. Okay, 1. I'm going to have to go sideways here. Okay. So 3 different cards. It doesn't really take very long to make cards, and I think they're just Sunny, what do you think? What? I forgot to tell him about the fabric packs? You're absolutely right, Sunny. We still have some fabric packs for sale. They come with triple bonuses. So the fabric packs are swatches or cuts of fabric, 8.5 by 10 and a little bit smaller. 40 pieces per pack. You're going to get a triple bonus of a very old handwritten letter, some tearings from a vintage newspaper, and also some postage stamps. So those are going to be included in there. I do have a few of these left, so if you're interested, you still have an opportunity to get some. And what else? I also sell FUNDLEs, which are collections of old and interesting papers. If you like old antique ledger, checks, receipts, postcards, things like that. I sell these in music papers, interesting envelopes, dictionary pages, other vintage and antique papers from different books. All sorts of fun things in there, 100 plus pieces in each Digikit, a FUNDLE. And that is mailed free priority shipping, and so is the fabric pack. Okay, Sunny, you are up. Come on. It's time to go to work. Oh, I know, I'm sleeping. Very sleepy. I'm slightly protesting, but now I'm starting to understand that I'm here and I really don't have much of a... Hello, everybody. Sunshine. Cub, pup reporter, coming to you from the craft room, from my sleepy bed, which I was so rudely extricated
I know I'm advancing in my vocabulary. Somebody plucked me out of the warmth of my warm little bed. And it's very warm in Florida. That's why my hair is so short, in case anybody was wondering. No comments from you back in there. No, you don't say anything about the short haircut, please. I'm very sensitive. Okay, so Mom made some cards, and they were really easy. I saw her make them. Maybe you saw her too. And what else? So, okay, Mom was hanging out outside, having coffee, but it was a little warm for Sunshine. So Sunshine got placed, no, more like hoofed. No, okay, it was gently placed. Who am I kidding? Gently placed back inside into the air conditioning where Sunshine liked it. Sunshine was not happy to be separated from Mom, but it was okay because it was not as hot. So I rolled with it. I can do that. I'm pretty good like that.
Yes, you are. Okay, is it time to go back to bed?
Oh, we're way past that, Mom. It's so bedtime.
Okay, I'll put you back in bed.
Happy crafting, everybody.
Okay, there you go, honey. Go to sleep. All right. Well, there you have it, folks. That's the down low and the dirty at the Paper Outpost this week. If you haven't heard, I have a free monthly emailed newsletter. If you sign up for that, the link is down below in the description box along with my other links. And you're going to get a free digital image emailed to you every month. A new one that you can use in your artwork and your craft work any way that you like. And it's going to be so much fun. Okay, what was I saying? Okay, so that's the newsletter. You also get a note from the bookmaker which explains what a junk journal is and how to use it. And you can print that out and tuck it in the beginning of your junk journal. I also have junk journal tips in the newsletter, as well as a long 7 or 8 page checklist of supplies you can keep your eyes open for as you traverse the world looking for fun things to put in your junk journals, and also a page list of ideas on how to break the blank page. And my videos come out Mondays, Wednesdays, Fridays, and Saturdays, 7 a.m. Eastern Time. My podcasts come out Tuesdays and Thursdays, new audio material, and then the other days of the week you can watch video podcasts. There's a whole bunch on Spotify, in my Etsy shop, where you're going to find the fabric packs and the FUNDLEs. You're also going to find Digikits for sale. They're printable downloadable images that you download and save to your device, and then you can print them out anytime you like, and they're always eternally saved for you in your Etsy account. I highly recommend you use an actual Etsy account and not a guest account at checkout, because it's going to make it much easier for you to find your Etsy Digikit purchases. They'll always be saved under your own personal account. And I also sell a print and mail service. If you like the Digikit idea, but maybe you are you don't have a printer, or you just don't like to print, I will print 10 Digikits for you. That's 5 pages per Digikit, so you get 50 printed pages on nice lightweight cardstock, so that you can cut these up and use them in your junk journals any way you like. And also I have an Amazon shop. Oh, the only thing I need from you is the list to buy the print and mail option, and then send me the list of 10 Digikit names. I only need the first 2 or 3 words, and or you can say surprise me, or I like birds and Victorian. Just make a nice collection for me, Pam. I can do that for you as well. And also you just send me the list to Etsy message or Etsy contact, or Pam at ThePaperOutpost.com is my email address. You can send it there. I have an Amazon shop if you're looking for favorite tools and supplies that you see me use here on the Paper Outpost. I do put links in there in my Amazon shop. I'm going to organize that Amazon shop a little better for you guys. I promise that will happen one day. And that does help my shop, but you do not pay more for your items because you used my links. So just kind of know that. And also, I have a t-shirt shop. If you like the phrase create with reckless abandon and everything is a craft supply until proven otherwise, you can get that on a t-shirt, a sweatshirt, a zipped hoodie, a mug, a tote, or a water bottle. Great for gift giving for your friends, yourself, family, or another crafter. And if you can find me on social media at the Paper Outpost, on Instagram, Pinterest, Twitter, LinkedIn, and Facebook. I also have a Facebook group called the Paper Outpost Facebook group. Come and join us doing weekly and monthly challenges, as well as seeing what you guys make from these videos. And remember, most of all, that fun can be simple, and create with reckless abandon, everybody. Take care, and I'll see you soon. Bye-bye.